Alright, so a man walks into a bar with an alligator on a leash, and everyone in the bar is like immediately steps back and goes, "What the fuck are you doing bringing that in here?" And he goes, "No, you see, this is a special alligator. He doesn't eat trick." So he stands on top of a table and whips his dick out and puts it in the alligator's mouth, and the alligator bites down, and he's just like wrangling on this dick, and he starts beating him with a stick, and he pulls it out, and his dick's like unharmed, basically, and everyone's like, yeah. So he gets a round of applause. Like, people are shocked, like throwing up, and the man goes, "All right, would anyone like to try next?" And the bartender raises his hand. He's like, "I'll have a shot. Just don't hit me with a stick afterwards."
Well,
so,
to, like, clean up.
What do they when you clean? It's fake.
Mel was in the bar, and he's sitting in the bar, and he's looking at this guy, and what the guy's doing,
They will be impressed.
the guy takes a pill,
I'm sure there will be.
goes to the window, jumps out, jumps down 30 stories, and then flies back up, goes back in the bar, sits down. And he does this 3 or 4 more times. Eats a pill, goes to the window, jumps out, flies back up to the window. And the guy says, "Man, you gotta let me have one of those pills." And the man says, "Nah, you know, these pills, they're pretty special. I don't think I could just sell them to anyone." So they bargain for a while. And eventually the man says, "Okay, I'll give you one of these pills for everything you have in your wallet." And so the man gives him everything he has in his wallet. The man takes the pill, goes to the window, jumps out, falls 30 stories, and explodes in the concrete below. And the bartender looks at the man who is looking through the contents of the wallet and says, "You know what, Superman? You're a dick."
I've heard that. So Pyro walks into a bar with a steering wheel in his pants. Comes in, sits down at the bar. Everyone just kind of turns their head, looks at him. What the hell? What is this guy walking around with a steering wheel in his pants for? So the bartender comes over to get his drink and says, "All right, well, before I get you your drink, you have to tell me why do you have a steering wheel in your pants?" And the pirate goes, "Arr, it's driving me nuts."
This actually look kind of cool.
So what do we have here? Is this like a
This is a cake mound.
a carrot mound? All right, wait, we need more.
We need like a little diglet like coming out of the top of it.
You wanted this for this one? I think we just frost the top of it and then like cut it out, and cut out the piece we want. I think, you know.
But
For this one, I think we just need to pour more frosting. Just like cover the whole thing in frosting until it's like just a piece of
yeah,
ridiculous.
I don't think this frosting is.
So man is in a bar, and a nun comes up to him, and the nun starts cursing the bar guy out, and he's like saying, "Alcohol is the devil. Your family's going to hell. You're the spawn of Satan. Alcohol is evil." And the man looks at the nun, and it's like, "Well, how do you know? Have you ever had alcohol before?" And the nun says, "Absolutely not. I'm a nun. I would never imbibe alcohol ever." And so the man says, "You know what? I'll buy you a drink." And the nun says, No, I could never do that. What if somebody saw me drinking in a bar? I'd be kicked out of my conduct for sure." So the man says, "Well, what if I got them to put the drink in a teacup for you? You could pretend you're drinking tea." And the nun says, "Well, I don't know." But eventually the man convinces the nun that, "Okay, well, I'll have a drink just this one time." And so the man goes to the bartender and says, "Bartender, I'd like 3 shots of vodka put in a teacup." The bartender looks at the man and says, "Is that goddamn nun back?"
Alright, so there's this man, gets on a bus, and he's chilling on the bus and he notices a nun who he happens to fancy a bit, and he really likes her. He like, wait, shit, start over. Okay, so there's this man who gets on a bus, and he notices a nun who's also on the bus, and he really likes her. And when the nun gets off, and it's about his stop, he goes up to the bus driver, and he
Oh, that was a good joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do it without laughing. It's so bad. It's so unauthentic. So, man comes into a bar. Asks, bartender, give me the best shots you have, 12 of them. And he just starts drinking as fast as he can. And the bartender asks him, dude, why do you want to have so many shots and why do you drink them so fast? Oh, you would drink as fast as I do if you would have the same as I have. So, the bartender asks, so what do you have? It's like, it's really, really bad. 75 cents. One of these. Sorry, it's my first one. Terrible. It is. It's okay. You want to have one?
know about women yet.
So
I don't have to be in a bar.
I've told some pretty immature jokes.
You're in a
Do
bar.
That's true.
you want to hear an immature joke? Want to hear a dirty joke?
It's not an immature joke. It's
Oh, God.
an innocent joke.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead. Go for it.
Okay, anyway. So there's a classroom of students, and there's a new student into the classroom, and it's his first day in the class. And so, for some reason, the teacher has to walk out of the room, and then all the other kids start yelling out numbers. You know, one kid goes, 3, and everybody starts laughing. And somebody else yells out, 12, and everybody starts just cracking up. And he goes, well, why is everybody laughing? He asks somebody. And the other students explain to him, well, what we do is we assign numbers to all of our jokes, so we don't have to explain them all. So we can say a whole bunch while the teacher's gone and laugh. And he goes, oh, let me try. He says 7. And no one laughs. He goes, what's wrong? Some people just aren't good at telling jokes.
Hey, so Mom, this is the cake you made with your recipe. As you can see, it maybe doesn't look as well as you might have made it, but
Just as delicious.
maybe even more delicious.
I think, yeah.
I think probably even more delicious.
Even more delicious.
To destroy.
So, no, not that. Okay, so the cake already looked kind of fucked up. But if that wasn't enough, David decided that he had to throw a pineapple at the cake. He
tried to smash the pineapple on the counter.
He smashed the pineapple on top of the cake. Just.
It was worth it for the belligerents. It was seriously worth it.
You are the most belligerent person I ever know.
How many times could you